Baruch Hashem, thank you all for coming. Welcome everyone. I would like to welcome all of you and all the new attendants that join us today. Thank you for coming, Baruch Hashem. And we have amazing crowd over here tonight. And I'm so happy to see that tonight we have the place packed almost, Baruch Hashem. This is the dream that come true, that God and I planned it like a year ago almost. And Baruch Hashem is growing and growing. And I'm always grateful and thankful to my dear friend God, Magelo Mechiot Kapayim, for helping and supporting and encourage and always dream big. And Baruch Hashem tonight, and every class, it's amazing class. It's like those classes that we doing every Tuesday night. As you know, it's not just a regular classes for a regular topics. It's a topics that we're talking about our life in a daily basis, whatever we're going through. And the purpose in these classes to learn from this weekly parashiot, this portion, this parashiot, how to develop and how to maximize our potential and how to be a better person, happy person, much more with fulfillment and much more with success, whatever we're doing in our relationship, in our career, in our self. So this is the purpose of these classes. So again, thank you all for coming. And I'm sure that Be'ezrat Hashem, everybody taking something from these classes to your life. And I just got so many phone calls and so many text messages that people tell me how much they take from these classes, and especially from the previous classes, and to their life and how it works. It's not a magic. We're not just talking about the data, about the information. It's about life changing. And this is really my pleasure and my honor to share with you. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to share with you what I learned, what I'm going through, what I'm experienced. And tonight, Be'ezrat Hashem, is one of my favorite topics that really changed my life 7 years ago. And this is the topics that makes me the breakthrough that I decide not enough, not anymore, and I decide to take my life to a different level, and I decide to change everything around my life 7 years ago. And what is the topics? It's accountability versus being a victim. In Hebrew, achrayut mul korban. What is accountability exactly? And what is to be a victim exactly? Why it's hard for us to be accountable, and why most of the people playing a victim. A victim is to be korban. It's to be a person that always blame others. To be accountable, it's the person who take responsibility to every action that I'm going through. So before I'm going to explain what is accountability, what is a victim, and how can we change ourselves for being a victim to be accountable, I would like to share with you a short story from the Gemara. The Gemara said, Maseret Avodah Zarah Daf Yudchet, the Gemara said, there is a rabbi, one of the rabbis that never in his life keep Shabbat, never in his life keep kosher. He, not only that he never learned Torah, he did not make any mitzvah in his life. He never follow any mitzvah in the Torah. He never pray, he never been in the shul, he never do anything spiritual. But this rabbi got a ticket to Olam Haba. Not just he got a ticket to Olam Haba, he got announced by the sky, by the Shamayim, Metivta de Rakia, that he is the rabbi that he get a ticket to Olam Haba. Not only that he was not religious, not only that he was not fulfill any mitzvah in his life, he did the worst averot in the Torah, the worst sin. And there is no woman in town that he didn't do avera with. Not only that, he was travel 7 rivers across the ocean to do avera with another woman from another state. And then, what happened when he was in the middle of the avera, he was about to do the avera, something happened that changed his life. The Gemara said, while he did the avera, something happened, and then he feels so shame, he started to cry. He realized what's going on. He realized what's the low level he reached. And he put his head in the middle of his legs and he started to cry and he asked, mountains, please ask forgiveness for me. Please have mercy on me. Pray for me. The mountain says, we cannot help you. I'm sorry. We barely can help ourselves. He said, the moon and the sky, please help me. They said, before we're going to help you and pray for you, we have to pray for ourselves. And he went for the moon, the sky, the avanim, etzim, trees. He tried to ask for help. And then he realized that no one helped him. And then he said the following word that changed his life. The Gemara said, Sam rosho ben birkam vega'a bevchiya ve'amar, En hadavar talui ela bi. He said, there is no one in the world that the world and my life depending beside me. Only me. I'm the only one who is responsible, and I'm the only one who can take me out for this moment onto this level in my life. Gemara said, while he did it, he was crying so much, his neshama, he passed away. יצאה בת קול ואמרה, מזומן רבי אלעזר בן דורדיה לחיי הבא. The Gemara said, Bat Kol, from Hashem, from the sky. The Bat Kol said that Rabbi, the voice from the heaven, says, Rabbi Elazar ben Dordea, he got a ticket to Olam Haba. Rabbi Elazar ben Dordea, he was the worst guy, the sinner guy on town. Why you call it Rabbi? Bacha Rabbi ve'amar, Rabbeinu HaKadosh. He started to cry and he said, יש קונה עולמו בשעה אחת ויש קונה עולמו בכמה שנים. He started to cry and he said, it's no fair. Some of the people work for years, for 80, 90 years to get maybe a spot in Olam Haba. And this guy did the worst things in their life. In 1 second, he shifted everything and he got the ticket to Olam Haba. How come? He said, look what the power of the person who take accountability to his life. Before that, he started to blame others. He started to take the power from others. He started to take the answers or solutions from the people or from the powers around him. And then he realized there's nothing that can change my life. Only me. I'm the only one responsible. So that's the topic we're going to go to learn tonight. That this is the topic that if you're going to do it and you're going to take it to your life, you can change your entire life, your personal life, your health, your happiness, your relationship, your career, your everything around you by taking accountability to your life. What is accountability means and what is a victim means? What is accountability? Everybody knows the word responsibility. Responsible, which means I'm responsible for what I'm doing. What is accountability? Accountability, which means account ability, which means I be able to count my steps, my actions. How did I get to this moment? how did I get to this level in my life? Because whatever you see in your life right now, whatever you let it happen, whatever you did, whether it's your habits, whether it's your action, whether it's a little things that you don't care, whatever you have financially, whatever you have with your children, whatever you have in your relationship, whatever you got in the past, whatever any failure and anything that you have got in your life, it's because of your actions, for good or for bad. There's no one else in the world that responds or have nothing to do with the result that you have in your life. It's not your wife, it's not your ex-wife, it's not your ex-boss. It's not the boss, it's not your partner, it's not your children, it's not the ex-husband, it's not your family, it's not the teachers, it's not the neighborhood, it's not God. No one in the world accountable to your life besides you. So what is responsibility? So if I'm accountable, which means that I'm aware of everything on every step that I'm doing, and I'm aware to put it down on the list. When I'm coach people, first of all, I'm starting with that. Are you aware of everything that you have done in your relationship or in your life on a daily basis? I want to see what's your schedule. I want to see what you're doing. You're not aware. He start to blame others all the time. My wife, she's responsible, and because of her I have hard time, because of her I don't have shalom bayit, because of her I'm suffering, because of my teacher, because of my parents, because of everybody around me, because of the God, because of the economy, because of the world, because I live in Florida, because I live in Miami, because of this community, because of this rabbi, because of... we tend to blame everyone besides ourselves. To being accountable, which means that you are not blaming anyone in the world besides you. And I'm not talking about the blame in a negative way. I'm talking about the blame, which means that I'm taking responsibility and I'm taking accountability to my life, that I'm not pointing at anybody else. So what is accountability? What is responsibility? There's two differences. There's few, but I'm going to give you two. Accountability, I am accountable in this place. You're accountable in your business. You have employee, right? There is a lady cleaning. There's people who needs to make a few things, to do flyers, to do chamin, to do whatever, to set up the chairs. I'm accountable for this place. But they have the responsibility for the things that they have responsible. But I have to make sure that they do the job. So if the shul, if my place, and if my house is not clean, it's not my responsibility, but it's my accountability. Because I let it happen that it was not made on time. Right? I'm accountable on the house, that the house needs to be clean. But my kids responsible to pick up the plates, responsible to clean up their room, right? My husband, they have responsibility. My wife have responsibility. So everybody have responsibility for certain things. But I am accountable above to make sure that it's going to happen. Move on? This is one thing. Accountability, it's for my actions. Responsibility is for things. I'm responsible for a few things to make it done. But accountability, I'm accountable in general on my action, that I make sure that I'm doing the right things and I'm aware of everything that I'm doing. So let's learn together what is to be a person that is not accountable, and why it's so hard for everyone to take responsibility to your life. Why? What is to be a victim? What is to be a victim in a way that I'm not taking accountability, I'm not taking responsibility. So what do I do in my daily basis? And the reason that I'm talking about tonight, because this week Parashat Pinchas. Pinchas is the only one, when he saw what happened with the girls with Moab, and he saw what happened with Zimri ben Salu and Kozvi Batsur, he is the only one who took accountability. He took responsibility to take an action and to stop them and to stop the plague before everybody's going to die. He's the only one who took accountability. This is the beginning of the parasha. But when you read the parasha, most of the parasha talking about the korban. So you see someone that is accountable versus someone is korban. Korban, which means a person that he have nothing, is not taking any responsibility for any action that he's doing. Because he's not aware, because he doesn't want to take any responsibility. So what is the person act like a person that he's not accountable, but being a victim? Those people who tend to blame others. Everybody is because of them I'm not successful. Because of them, because of the economy, because of the high prices, I cannot buy a house. I cannot reach my goal. I cannot build a career. Because of them, they're not coming. They're not appreciate me. They're not supporting me because of my parents, because of myself, because of that, because of my ex-husband, my ex-wife, my ex-partner, my ex-but, all the ex that we exactly. So first of all, if you want to see someone that he's playing a victim, he's a tend to blame others. Everyone responsible to whatever the result that I see in my life. I am miserable because of my ex-wife. I am miserable because of my children. They drive me nuts. Right? My house is miserable. My life is miserable because of that, because of that, because of so many things. You can blame God. You can blame the people around you. You can blame so many. So first of all, they tend to blame. If you see this pattern for a person, which means that he's playing a victim. So he's taking the circumstance around him, that the circumstance control and define whatever he's going through. Second, he's always complaining. He's criticizing. He never been grateful. He's not appreciate anything. You know those people? You know, this guy and this guy, this shitty, right? All complaining. You have nothing to do besides complaining. He sits in a restaurant, he spent 200, 300, 400, but always complaining about the food, about the Coke, about the beer, about the Nescafe, about the dessert, about that, about the waiter. You see how she treats me? You see how, I'm not going to give her tip. Always complaining. Always they show everyone that they are miskenim. You know what's miskenim? Like miskenim is like poor them. Like they show everyone, I'm so miskin. It's self-pity. Have mercy on me. I'm so yalla. That's a victim. He's hopeless. He's hopeless. He doesn't see the future. He's always showing everyone that he's so stuck in his life and he cannot continue because they have so much around. So those people, they blame others, they're complaining, they not appreciate anything. They always show everyone that they're so miskenim, they're so poor, self-pity. They never take any responsible, or they never said, you're right, I'm wrong. They never apologize for anything that they do because they never did. Right? He can die, but he never admits that he have a problem. You know those people? Ego. Right? He's always running away from responsibility. He's the one who's going to clean. Who's the one who's going to set it up. He's the one who's going to... Whatever happened in the house, he's not... It's not mine. You know those kids? Abba, she make the balagan. She make the mess. He's make the mess. He's always blame others. Even he did it too. I said, are you sure that she's the only one who did it? No, I did it too. Yes, clean up. So those people who always being a victim, they're not aware of the options that they can take their life, they can take control in their life and switch everything. Whoever is a victim that blame others all the time, he's letting other people to control in his life. They're controlling in your happiness. They're controlling on your fulfillment and your emotions. Because of them, you're miserable. So you're in the jail all the time. Because you always blame others. Not me. What do you want from me? I'm perfect. I don't know why my life is like that. It's because of them, because of them, because of them, because of them. All the time blaming others. So, this is the time that we're going tonight to take action, to take your control back to your life. This is your decision. This is your life. And you're the only one who's responsible for your relationship, for your spirit level, for your diet, how you look like. Right? It's not because the pizza store opened over here. Because you like pizza. Wow. Right? Don't blame others that you look like that. No, because this diet is not working, because I don't have because I don't have a gym around my house, because I don't have time, because my rabbi told me to come for shachrit, I don't have the time to go to the gym, because of that. No, because you like to eat. Right? So don't blame others.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about myself. So that's why this is the time tonight to take accountability and responsibility to our life, to change the way how we look at things. But before that, what is the reason that people like to be misken? Lama. They like it. They like to be misken. They like to be miserable. They like to be poor and self-pity and always complaining. You like it? This is serve you? I'm talking with people. This is whatever you have in life. This is serving you. You see, you have happiness in your life. You have peacefulness. That you blame others. You can make more money. You can make more development in your relationship, in your life. Huh? Yeah, but what is the things that they get? Every person, every behavior that we're doing, it's because there's something behind it. There's something behind it that causes us to behave like that. It's not because we're bad. It's not because we're fukim. Because we're getting something out of it. What is the things that cause us to be a victim and not to take responsibility and to say, enough, it's enough. I am the only one who's responsible in my life for my happiness. I'm the only one who can fix my relationship. I'm the only one who can fix my career. I'm the only one who make more money. I'm the only one who can attract positive people in my life instead of attracting negative people in my life. We talk about it in the last two classes about law of attraction. By talking good, by thinking good. We talk about it. If you want to watch it, you can watch it on my channel, my YouTube. Anyway, so why it's hard for us to take responsibility? When I'm talking to someone and I said, look, you have this behavior, this problem, and this habit. No, what are you talking about? Me? No, I'm perfect. This guy is... because of him, I'm not succeeding. Because of my partner, because of my wife, because of that, he's not even aware. Why? Why is always we reject the criticism, we reject the people who comment, who tells us what we are wrong, whether it's your husband, it's your wife, it's your children, it's your rabbi, you always push them back. Because what? You don't want to feel failure. What's the failure feeling makes you feel bad? So we do everything that we can in life to avoid pain and to gain pleasure. So to feel bad about myself, I don't want to feel bad. I'm a businessman. What are you talking about? But you businessman, but you don't know how to make business. You businessman, that your business is failure. You don't know how to make a penny. You don't have enough money in your bank account. So don't tell everyone that you're a businessman. You don't have to run. You don't have to develop. You don't have to have people around you and develop. So you have to listen to people that telling you that. No, but they push it away. You don't want to take responsibility and to see what the one thing that I'm doing wrong in my business that I'm not succeeding. It's not because your partner, it's not because your wife, it's not because your kids, it's not because the economy, it's not because of anyone, just because of you. So we don't want to feel failure because we try to avoid pain. Right? We don't like to feel bad about ourselves. I don't want to feel pain. It's not me. It's not because of me. The house that I'm living, the money that I have, the relationship that I'm going through, whatever I'm doing, is not because of me. I'm perfect. She's the one who needs to fix. She's the one who needs to go to therapy. Rabbi, she's the one who needs to go to couple therapy. I'm okay. Right? Because of her, I'm suffering. Because of her, I'm depressed. Because of her, I'm stressed. Because of her, she's digging in my throat and she... Right? We always blame others because we don't want to feel failure. We don't want to feel pain. And also, because it's true. יפה מאוד. We don't want to admit that it's true. Because if it's true, I need to take an action. I need to do something about it. But to do something about it, it's caused me to get out of my comfort. I don't want to be I want to stay in my comfort zone. I want to stay on my couch and watch and play around and pretend like I'm doing something. But do something about the relationship. Do something about your business. No, pretend and I'm showing everyone that I'm okay. But I'm not. So enough to pretend that everyone else is because of them you're not succeeding. You have to take an action to get out of your comfort zone. Because what? Because you can blame others a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. In the end of the road, everyone needs to do something to change their life. Everyone. In the end of the road, you have to fix your relationship. So because before you're going to be outside and find your wife pitom suddenly leave you, suddenly something happened in your business, take the responsibility right now instead of blame. What is the things that you didn't pay attention in your business that because of that you're not succeeding? Why we're going to learn about it. Put down all the stuff that you blame others and see that you're the only one who's responsible because you didn't pay attention. It was comfortable for you to sit and let others to do the job. Right? It was comfortable. It was not enough to push you to do something. So we don't want to take responsibility. It's hard for us to admit that we are a failure. It's hard for us to get out of our comfort zone because we like to avoid pain. And we don't want to do something about it, to stay we wait for something to happen. Only Hashem can take me out of... No, even Hashem cannot take you out from your situation. Even Hashem, He cannot take you out from your situation. Only one person, you the only one. Because your life begins only when you start to take responsibility of your life. As long as you're not taking responsibility of your life, you're still in hell. You're still in Gehenna. Adam HaRishon, he's the only one. When Hashem created the world and He put him in the Gan Eden, in heaven, He tell them, you can eat from every tree in the world. I give you everything. The angels used to cook him steaks every day. He got control in the entire world. Adam HaRishon, he said to him, only one thing I'm asking you not to do. Just do not touch. Do not eat from the knowledge tree. What happened? Of course, the snake push the Chava, Eve, and Chava ask him to do it. And he eat it. He eat from the knowledge tree. Hashem said, Ayeka, where are you? Did you eat from the tree that I told you not to touch? Me? The wife that you gave me, she pushed me to do it. Are you serious? But I'm asking you a simple question. Did you eat or not? It's a yes or no question. He said, no. It's not me. Maybe I eat, but it's not me. I didn't want to. I'm okay, I'm tzaddik. She's the one. Ha'isha shanatata ibadi. Chazal, if he would have if he would have said, yes, I did it, and I'm sorry, we would have to go through all these 6,000 years and suffer for so much just to fix the one sin of Adam HaRishon. Because he could not take one responsibility for his life. It's easy to blame others. I'm suffering because of my wife. I'm not succeeding because of my wife. I'm not there because of my parents. Because of da. Look how many people you blame. How many people you criticize. How many people you point. But remember, when you point others, there's 3 fingers against you. Because whatever you blame, this is you. Whatever you see. When you blame your wife, she's the one. You blame your daughter, your son, your kids, the people around you, whatever, this is you. 3, it's a mirror. Because whatever you see outside, it's a mirror. Right? So that's why you're the only one who's responsible whatever happened to you. Because remember, what we said a few times, you get what you tolerate. Everything that you see in your life, you get. Any kind of relationship or treatment, whatever your wife treats you, whatever your husband treats you, whatever people treat you, respect you, not respect you, whatever happened in your business, whatever, you ignoring, you don't see, you don't care, you're too lazy, you run away from responsibility, right? So you get what you tolerate. You tolerate that because if you would have taken enough action and enough responsibility, you would have let it happen. But what can I do if my partner steal or do something against me? Why my partner did something? Yes. So I'm going to tell you what happened 7 years ago. And since then I had it in another times that people that I would work with turned back against me that I couldn't know. I couldn't expect or anticipate. And always I used to blame him. What happened 10 years ago, I have my best friend in Israel, literally before we left. He wants to go to a different country, he lived to Israel. And then he said, I would like to sell you my car. I said, wow, I love his car. And he would like to sell me his car. How much is it? Worth 13,000. I said, listen, I have only 7,000. I'm going to try to get from here. I got the money, whatever. I drove him to the airport. He went to the airport. Then I got the car. On the way back, I realized that the gear, the transmission is running out. It's like neutral. What? It's not working. I called him. He's in helping. God, what's going on? No, pressing this button, it's going to work. And then he's making noise all the way. So many problems, Another day. He said, yeah, it will fix, don't worry. Then another week. The gas that I was paying, it was double than usual. I called him, like, what's going on? No, it's not my problem, it's your problem. It's because of your luck, because of that. I said, how did you do? We grew up together 20 years. And was my best friend. I was so mad. I was avrech. I was barely make whatever. And to spend so much for my car, I couldn't. I said, how come you did it to me? Like, it's unbelievable. So when time goes by, after a year, I came to the United States. I was the rabbi in Ocean City, Maryland for 3 years. And then we moved to LA. When I moved to LA, I got 7 or 8 months very, very bad. I lost my job. I lost everything. And I tried to get up on my foot. But I have so much blame on so many people that caused me to this situation that I don't have a job, I don't have money, I barely can get up in the morning. And then I went to a freedom course. It's life design, it's like landmark. And then we got this process of accountability and change yourself to being a victim. And then the mentor, he asked, what is the things that you have in mind right now that you blame somebody in your life? Popped out this situation that I have in my friend. Why you blame him? I blame him because he's so evil, he's a thief, he's not loyal, he treat me, he betrayed, I can't forgive him. He said, how long ago it was happened? I said, few years ago. He said, few years ago, and you still carry it, still have this emotion, and still hate and anger and resentment and everything. He said, yes, why blame him? Because I lost so much money and I lost. And then he said, take a paper and put down how this is your responsibility and how can you take accountability that whatever happened, it's because of you and nothing to do because of him. I said, what? Are you serious? He's the one who betrayed. He's the one who stole my money. He's the one who told me something and it was not worth it. He's the one who didn't let me about this problem in the car. He said, try. Put it down. Did you check the car before you took it? Did you have a contract?
No.
Did you ask what is the price? Did you took it to an auto shop to make sure that it's not? No. And I put so many things that I ignored and I didn't take responsibility. And I didn't want to take anything just to blame him. When I took it, I felt so free. And then he said, look, you can carry for 7 or 10 or 20 years something that you blame your neighbor, your partner, your wife, your ex-wife, your boss, your people around you. So many people, the problem that you're going through. But 1 second that you change your perspective, you change the interpretation that you give to this event, you can free yourself and take back your power. Take back your control in your life. By taking back your control, you can learn from your mistake. You're aware that you're the one who caused it to happen. And you can learn that next time, before you purchase a car, before you trust your best friend, you have to put it on paper and not trust anybody. Because nobody is your friends. And every friend agreement you will do only with friends and family members. Only with friends, with best friends. Because everybody can betray you in a second for a little bit of interest. Everybody, it could be your brother, it could be your wife, it can be everybody around you. So when it comes to business, you have to be aware. So when you turn your interpretation, you change yourself from being a victim to a victory. Right? I'm learning from my mistake. So my mistake become part of my success. Right? So when I free it, I put down all other people that I blame, all other people that caused me to suffer, caused me my financial situation or whatever I was going through. And then I realized that nobody is responsible for my life, only me. So you start to open your antenna. How you say antenna? Then you start to be aware like what's going on and everything that I'm responsibility, everything I'm going in my life, my spiritual, my community, people around you, my relationship, my everything. So be aware. What's your action? What you care about? It's not like your son going off the derech suddenly. No. It's a calling. It's because of you. You didn't pay attention enough. You don't care enough. You don't have time to sit down to learn with them. You don't care about the things that he's doing. I told you in Shabbat, I told him a story. Somebody told me last week. As someone Haredi from Nebach, yeshiva boy. He was off the derech after many years in the yeshiva. So far away, no Shabbat, no nothing. You don't want to hear about anything that belongs or connects to Judaism. So they ask him, why? You kicked out everything, whatever you've been raised? Everything from your family, from your father, from like what? There's nothing that you remember that you're still doing? He said, yes, there's something that I'll never miss every day. He said, what is that? To brush my teeth. He said, what? To brush your teeth? That you remember from your father? Your father is a rabbi. He said, yes. Father is religious. What? You don't remember everything? He said, yes, because my father, when I didn't do Birkat HaMazon, I didn't do a blessing, I didn't watch I didn't wake up Shachit. Okay, he's tired. Yeah, he let me. I didn't learn today. I didn't open a book. I said Lashon Hara. Oh. But if I miss one day that I did not brush my teeth, he would slap my face. So that's why showing me that that's the only thing that he care enough. So you're responsible for your kids. You're responsible whatever, any behavior and anything that, sometimes you do your ishtadlut, you do your effort. Sometimes they need to go through tikkun. But as long as you do your best, what's your responsibility for your house? Financially, spiritual, what's your example? How many times you keep showing you open a book or care about Hashem, or care about talking about Emunah, about Shabbat, about everything? You're responsible for anything that's going through your wife. If something going on in your relationship because you did not care enough, because she's not enough important for you. What is the last time you take out your wife to a restaurant, to a place? How many times you deposit? You remember the emotional deposit. How many times you deposit and then your wife? How much you care? How much you care about your husband? How much you care with your quality time with the children, with the people around you? Right? So all the things that we attend to forget, to attend to ignore, that causes whatever we got today. So instead of blame others and have this heavy feeling and feel hopeless and feel like they're controlling my happiness, this is the time to take control. That nobody in the world is responsible for my happiness. I'm the only one. It's not because of them I'm depressed. It's not because of them. There's nothing to do with them. People can be betrayed. People can hurt you. People can talk against you. People talk behind you. But remember, they're behind you. People can treat you like, I don't want to say the word, but you still don't let it control or have influence in your emotion. Because everything depending on your mindset. How can I accept it and how can I interpret in a way that is nothing to do with me? Because the world or the people is not against me. They just care about themselves. Somebody told me that. It's not because people don't like you. Not everybody needs to love me. Not everybody needs to respect me. Not everybody needs to take me or to like me on Facebook or to watch my videos or to follow me or to love you. No. But it has nothing to do with you. So much people fighting and have this in families problems, relationship problems, community problems. So many they taking it personal. It's not personal. Change your interpretation and don't be a victim. How? Release. Let it happen. Because forgiveness is forgiveness. You have to you have to give it away. Give it away. Because when people hurt you, it's not because they hurt you. You let them hurt you. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can take advantage of you unless you give them permission. אנשים אומרים, מנצלים אותי, לא מעריכים, לא want to respect me, they take advantage of me. Nobody can take advantage of you. You let it happen. It's easier for you. You get something out of it. So don't blame other people. So that's why tonight we are going to learn how to change the interpretation that whatever we're going through, if you have something in your life right now that you suffer, you blame, or you have in mind people are being betrayed, or any problem that you're going through, think about it in a different perspective. I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It's life-changing. You free yourself. Wow. Yes, it's because of me. Yes, I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that. I was not loyal. I was treating them like that. I was talking negative. I was behaving like that. Because of that, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because of that, my wife not respecting me. Because of that, my in-laws, my father, my family, my friends not respecting, not treating me. Because of that. So you look at it in a different perspective. That's what we said. That's what we said. We can see it in the Torah, not just in Adam HaRishon. Can see it also in the king Shaul and the prophet Shmuel HaNavi. When Hashem asked Shaul HaMelech to kill all Amalek, all the nation of Amalek, he said, I'm going to kill, but I'm going to keep some from this nation. I'm not going to kill all of them. And he asked him, Me hakol hazeh asher anochi somea. Right? He said, no, asher chamal ha'am. Shmuel HaNavi said, because you didn't take responsibility, you didn't say, Shaul be'achat ve'alta lo. You didn't say, I'm sorry. You didn't say, I feel bad about it, and I'm not going to do it again. Because of that, he cut his kingdom forever. Lakach lo ta malchut because of one thing. Say it. Say it. Admit. It's my fault that is not succeeding. It's my fault. When you sit down with couple, the first things, before we talking about so many things, and before we blame, after they shooting each other with RPG, no, it's my fault. Say it. Because there is a power, vulnerability that can change your life. People using their mask and walls and another walls and another mask and another mask because they're afraid to reveal themselves and say, I'm sorry, or say, it's my fault. And they rather to continue to stay with fake and pretend the people that they are not, but they never take responsibility of their life. That's what their life is miserable. But when you say, I'm sorry, I did it. I didn't care enough. I didn't pay attention enough. You didn't be important enough for me. Can change everything. This is the power of vulnerability. There's a lecture about it. One day we're going to talk about it, the power of vulnerability, which means vulnerability, liot chasuf. I remember the first time when I was standing in the course and I was open and share what I'm thinking about the process. I told them the Adam and Eve in the Torah. And then I was talking so many times afterwards. And then the mentor said, why are you trying to hide from people but what everybody already knows? Why are you trying to hide from people but everybody already knows? Everybody knows that this is your fault. And you also know it. So why are you pretending? Take an action. Enough is enough. Don't suffer. And take responsibility and change the interpretation. And you can take the responsibility in a second that you can say, I am the only one who controls my life. That's the reason when Chatan and Kala, when they get married, what is the reason that the Chatan and Kala, they waive all the avonot? Why? You know why? Maharal explained. I'm going to read it. He said, Ma siba shechatanim chalim lo kol avonot. Why when they get married under the chuppah, all their sin wiped out? That's how they can bless everyone. Why? He said like that, Veda, because in the day that the chatan getting married, he taking responsibility on his wife, on his kids, and his future, and his family. Because he got so much on his shoulders, and he take responsibility. That's why Hashem wiped all his avonot. This because of this zchut that he can because he's willing to take responsibility. You're the only one who is responsible on your life and your happiness. Nobody will make you happy. You can choose if to go and to be depressed, to be a victim, to be miskin. Nobody respect you like that. Nobody will. You. Nobody wants to be around person that is negative. Nobody be aware. Everybody will push you away. But when you taking responsibility, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna stand on my feet. I'm gonna make it money. I'm gonna open my own business. I'm gonna change my relationship. I'm gonna do it. Nobody will do it except you. That's why there is a process how to do it. I don't know if we have enough time to do it, but there is a process that we can go through the process. How can we take three things in my life, and you can think about it right now, whether it's your wife, whether it's your career, whether it's your health, whether anything, and instead of blame or instead of feel bad about it, or instead of being a victim and tell everyone how much it's hard and how much nobody can help you or support you because of that, how can you shift it and take responsibility by saying, I'm the only one who can change my life. I'm the only one who can shift. I'm the only one who can be the person that I want. I'm the only one who can take responsibility and accountability. And that's why the Parashat said, Vayakom Pinchas mitoch ha'edah vayikach romach beyado. He can say, no, this is Moshe Rabbeinu's responsibility. It's not mine. What do you want from me? What? No. Let it happen. They want to do averot. They want to do sin. Yalla. Good luck. I'm not going to shame them. I'm not going to embarrass them. No. Do it. What? Stopping you by being accountable, but being brave to say the truth. I didn't care enough. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change. I'm going to make sure that we're going to change our relationship. We're going to be in a better house, in a better place. So I'm going to do it. What? Stopping you. Your comfort zone. You feeling of failure, or you don't want to be vulnerable. Put down all the things that's stopping you, and put down all the stuff that you're going to be free, and freedom to go out from Egypt, to go out for this narrow. We're in the days of Yemei Ben HaMetzarim. We're in the days that everything is narrow. In the days that we barely can move. When you're in a narrow, you cannot move your neck. You cannot even turn. You cannot see what's the next step. But you always know that after the darkness, there is light. Before Hashem bring your Yeshua, your salvation, Hashem waiting for you to take an action, to believe in yourself, to believe it and not be afraid to take responsibility. Let it happen. Don't blame the people around you. Take responsibility. Whatever it takes. If you need to spend money to go to a couple therapy, to go to a person to help you to help you to do something about your business, about your health, take an action instead of blame others, and you will see that your life begin, and your Gan Eden, your heaven begin only when you take responsibility for your life. Good luck to everyone, and Be'ezrat Hashem, may Hashem be B'siyata D'Shmaya, Be'ezrat Hashem. Amen. Yes. We have 5 minutes for questions. Shnia, shh. We have 5 minutes for question, Q&A. And I want to thanks again for everyone who came here. And you're really lucky by being here today, because this is one of the things that really can change your life. And whoever wants to take your life further, so if you do whatever we talk today, you can see a different result in your life. So I'm here for anyone who wants to call me or have any problem that you're going through. I can help you to go through it. And whoever is not in the WhatsApp group, also you can join our classes in the WhatsApp group or my YouTube channel on Facebook, and you can share with the other friends. And Bezrat Hashem, hope to see you every Tuesday at 8:15. Bezrat Hashem, thank you again for coming. Yes, what's the question?
In the other hand, in the other situation, how can you deal with a person that is a victim all the time, and you love that person, and how can you react and work?
If you have a spouse, if you have someone that is a victim, you have to support him. You have to show him and help him step by step to reveal and show him that nothing going to happen that you're not judging. As long as you judge this person, he is not feeling space of freedom or space that he can do something. He's always been a victim because he don't want to reveal himself because he feels judged. If you want to help him, love him. Give him a hug, give him a support. It's okay. If you did it, if it's okay, we're all doing mistake. If you want to help anybody, it's by not judging him. As long as you judge your spouse, any people around you, you cannot help him because he cannot reveal himself.
Thank you.
Yes.
More than welcome. Yofi.
Bezrat Hashem. Chazak u'baruch. Kol hakavod. Thank you, God. Bezrat Hashem. We wish you mazal tov. Bezrat Hashem. In 40 days, Bezrat Hashem, we're going to celebrate. Bezrat Hashem. Thank you again for making this happen. And Baruch Hashem, we have the privilege to learn together,
also
to get
sing,
inspired.
music.
Bezrat Hashem, Bezrat Hashem. Chazak u'baruch. Thank you.